From a statewide cell phone ban to teacher burnout and how much money flows into your local school district, education is front and center this legislative session. And when the final bell rings, educators tell me a win for public education would mean updated funding, stronger worker protections, and policies that support both students and the educators who lead the class.
This is just raising a concept, so there's no draft language yet, but the governor's bill is free breakfast for all students, and then the reduced eligible students will have free lunch, but it is not free lunch for all students.
From students' lunch trays to what's in their hands during the school day, this legislative session, Connecticut lawmakers are debating how to fuel learning while also putting a limit on distractions.
There's a lot of discussion about cell phone-free schools and what that could look like in a bell-to-bell ban.
State leaders are considering a bell-to-bell cell phone ban, a move some say would help restore focus inside the classroom. But not all lawmakers are ready to hand the state that authority.
I don't like the concept of having the state doing that. I would be in favor of a town making the decisions for their own students in their own town. So I will be a no on this.
Kate Diaz, president of the Connecticut Education Association, gives the idea an A+ as long as local voices help write the rules.
What we're really asking for is the legislature to impose the ban, but allow the districts and the municipalities to have the conversations, invite parents in to talk about what implementing that looks like.
Distractions aren't the only issue on the legislative agenda that's under review. Another checklist item is all about teacher burnout and retention.
Whether it be in workers' compensation, whether it be with FOI protection, or whether it is through our termination practices.
As well as what educators call a funding formula that's stuck in time.
I think everyone agrees that our ECS formula is kind of stuck in time. And while it's, fully funded, it's not fully funded in 2026 dollars. But I think in the short term, there seems to be some building consensus around fixing the foundation grant, which is the real primary issue that is stuck in 2013 dollars and hasn't been adjusted for inflation.
That foundation grant, which is the base amount used to fund school districts, hasn't been updated for inflation in more than a decade.
And another major point of discussion this legislative session centers around high-stakes testing. Diaz tells me decades of evidence shows it hasn't moved the needle when it comes to student performance, but it has increased pressure inside schools. She says teachers are often driven by deadlines and testing demands instead of navigating the instructional road with students.